Namaste students, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I am JVINS Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jayati Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. So today we will discuss about the topic cell disruption, the physical methods. This topic comes under the subject upstream and downstream process. So in the earlier lectures we have studied that what is the cell disruption. It is used in this applied sciences, applied biological sciences, and for the downstream processing, for the extraction of the biological products which are produced inside the cell. So there are various methods: mechanical methods, non-mechanical methods, and chemical and enzymatic methods. Or we can say the physical methods and the mechanical methods and the chemical and enzymatic methods. So in the mechanical methods, we have discussed the bead mill, the ultrasound, and the French press methods. So next we will discuss about the physical methods. So in the physical methods, one method is the thermolysis. Thermolysis means the lysis through the thermal. Thermal means heat. Okay, so it is very common in the large scale production. And what happens that the um, periplasmic proteins, especially in the gram-negative bacteria, are released at 50 degrees Celsius. Means the temperature causes the release of the periplasmic proteins, and the cytoplasmic proteins can be released from E. coli within 10 minutes. So using the heat, we can release the periplasmic proteins, and which creates the uh, porous structure of the cell, and the internal material can be harvested. So this can be improved using the heat shock. Heat shock is the sudden changes in the heat, means at a moment the cells are put in the high temperature, and in the next moment they will put at the low temperature. So this is repeated at various times. So this is known as the heat shock, and heat shock causes the cell disruption. So next method is the decompression. Okay, so what is that? That the cell suspension is mixed with pressurized subcritical gas for the specified time, depending on the cell type. So cell suspension will be put with the pressurized subcritical gases. So they are put at very high pressure, and in this time the gas enters the cell and expands on release. Okay, so the causing the cell to burst. Decompression has been used in small laboratories. Okay, so what happens that at high pressure the gas enters into the cells, and when suddenly the cells are released with the high pressurized condition, they will burst. So this is the cell lysis method. So next method is the osmotic shock. So generally cells have ability to control the internal conditions with the changes in the cell's environment up to a limit. Okay, up to a limit, if there are changes in the salt concentration, in the pH concentration, so the cells can resist. But if the changes are crosses the limit, then the cells will not resist, and they will burst or the lyse. So osmotic shock is can be used for the cell lysis. Cells are first exposed to higher either high or low salt concentration, and then the conditions are quickly changed to opposite condition, which leads to the osmotic pressure, osmotic shock, and the cells will lyse. So in the next lecture, we will study about the chemical and enzymatic methods, and hope you are satisfied with this detailed session. And if you have any query, please write in the comment box. I will resolve your query. This session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.